Hello, this is Marvelous Action Figures and I'm Paul, and it's a San Diego 2-pack exclusive today. It's Hydra Agent Bob and of course the new pinless Deadpool. And this is the reason action figures were invented, because they are so much fun, and that's the whole point. I'm going to move Deadpool out the way. Let's start with Bob first of all. So good old Hydra Agent Bob. Now this is a pinless body. I've got the original Army Builder Hydra Troopers here, and you know what I love is they've got the very similar silhouette about them. You've got the great design, obviously the paint apps are different, but they've got pins. This bad boy is pinless and he's a lot of fun. He's got good arm movement, as you can see here. As I sort of move around, stretch him out there. I love the paint application. It's very different. You're going to need a whole load of army builders here for these now as well. Now I had some problems with the legs. It is a double knee bend and I have warmed them up, but it is quite seized on the knees, which you can see. I'm really trying to force that back, but I'm not going to go too far with it. I did get it working earlier, and I'm going to have to put a little bit of oil in there or something to warm it up again. In terms of the elbow, brilliant double elbow, so there's no issues at all on the bend there with that, and an awesome ab crunch as well, which is really good. And then you've got this beautiful bending in back. Look how far you can get him back, which is great. So when he gets zapped later on, so when he gets smashed in the face with this fantastic boxing glove cannon rocket launcher, more on that later, then that's going to work really well. So the articulation is very good on him. You've got a great ankle swivel, as you can see there on the pivot, and the same the other way. Now the feet move beautifully. Look at the way that gets all the way up and all the way back. So they are really good. It's just those knees that I've got trouble with. He stands very well. I put the fists on him here on this one. So now again, stands very well, looks very good, lots and lots of fun. Now let's talk about Deadpool. Okay, here he is. He is just glorious. Absolutely love him so much. Brilliant design. Totally pinless. A really cool red color scheme there with the black on this one. The head motion is good to its side to side. Not a lot of up and down lift on it though, I've got to say. A bit disappointing. And it's got a fixed neck. It's not a very long neck. Great movement on the joints. Butterflies are great. Arms up is great. There is a really good double elbow bend there. Now I do have to play around with this one a bit and sort of force it back again. It was the knees on Bob, but the double elbow, there you can go. So you can see that I can get it back there, okay? But I did have a little bit of trouble with that one. Let me know if you've got this pack, if you've had the same issues with the Bob and the Deadpool. But once they're imposed, they're great. That ab crunch is gorgeous. It's so good. You want, of course, a real pose with Deadpool. Look how far back he goes. And the brilliant thing with his color scheme on here, so unlike the symbiote Spider-Man where you twist him, it moves, boom, let's get the old cannon out there and whack him in the face. It keeps the design in shape, so that's really good. The knee, super smooth on this one. The double bend is excellent. Absolutely no problem at all with it there. Again, totally different to Bob. Legs out to the side, so he's super poseable, and of course big old high kick on him, because that's what you want Deadpool doing. And then very smooth movement. Of course, sweet toe articulation, perfect for this character. Perfect. It just absolutely sits so well when you put it in. That's what you want from these figures. That makes all the difference, particularly when you pose them as well. Bit of trouble with the ankle pivot. There you go. Eventually got it going. You've got to get the foot back in line first of all, fully sort of flat, and then it swivels perfectly well. So it's just so much fun. It is super poseable. I'm telling you, it's right up there with my figures of 2023. It's really going to be up in that top 10, I think, at the moment. It's going to be very hard to get it knocked out of there. Now, I'm just bringing in the last retro card Deadpool we got, and I love this figure so much. It's beautiful. I love the paint application. It's got a lot more going on it. It's got a lot more sort of weapons pouches and accessories on it. Now, you can't actually pack the weapon, other than the swords on the back there, the katanas, you can't actually pack much in. And unfortunately, you can't actually, let's say that again, you can't actually pack much in on this Deadpool either. It's actually got less going on. The shoulder strap is excellent because it is loose, it's not fixed, and it works really well. So you can't fit a lot of the weapons on. So when you get the guns here, there's nowhere to clip them on to the figure, which is a real shame. So unless you're posing in with the weapons, it's hard to say. Now, I've got to say, this Deadpool, the new one, absolute winner for me. Right, it's time we spoke accessories for these two, and goodness me, I've laid them all out here. There is so much going on. Let's start with a suitcase. So you have got Hydra Bob's suitcase here. All the little, he's got banana, he's got his can of graffiti in it, he's got the little, like almost like the wand of Watum in there. And then you've got this beautiful, you've seen this already, this beautiful sort of pink boxing glove, grenade launcher, I was going to say, rocket launcher. It's really, really fun. It's excellent. Then you've got the ninja staff in here as well. That's quite good actually. Paint application is good. That's quite durable. The second head, you've got the Wade Wilson mask up face with this sort of menacing, sort of weird grin on him, which is quite fun. It's quite amusing. Not going to use that a lot. And then you've got two lightsabers. You've got these two sort of energy swords with the blast effects coming off on them. It's very comic-y accurate. It's very sort of fun. Same with the design, the color scheme on the katanas. So you've got the blue handles on these. They do sit really nicely, as you would expect for Mr. Deadpool. They do sit very nicely in the sheaths on the back. Just got to make sure you get them the right way around, because they obviously do have an angle on them. They sit in a very comfortable, it's a classic Deadpool look. It's exactly what you don't expect from them. They sit very snug in there. That shoulder holster is excellent. I know I've said it already, but it's so good as well. I love the little loose move to it. It's great. And then I've laid some weapons out. So the two stilettos that you've got on here, and then the pistols, they're really cool. Great, real pistols, nice sort of design to them. The Uzi's excellent. The green is very comic booky, but it works perfectly well for Deadpool. Two nunchucks, one in the straight side, and then this beautiful sort of curled over, so you can have it over the shoulder, which is excellent. And you've got another submachine gun there. Now hands, look at the hands. Let's lay the hands out in what you've got. So you have the V for victory, or if you want to be a little bit ruder, flipping the double bird hands. You've got pointing hands. You've got I put the fists on him there already, and then you've got thumbs up hands as well. And you've obviously got the trigger hands, and then Bob's got trigger hands as well. There's just so much going on here. It's fantastic. Right, that's all I've got for these two. There's so much stuff here. I really want to get playing and posing and having some real fun with these guys. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to leave you with a lovely little montage, which is so much fun to put together. This is just a cool figure. The Bob is great, but this Deadpool, I'm telling you, this Deadpool, it is in my top 10 for 2023 already. It really is. And I just think it's just going to be an absolute all-timer. It's so much fun. So let me know what you're doing if you've got it. Do give me a like and subscribe, and stick it down in the comments while you're telling me about this figure as well. Let me know what you think. And that's it for this video. I'm out of here. Thanks very much for tuning in. See you next time.